you to myself.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to what I think is our first WCC Rivals tournament stream. This is an esports ready mobile cricket game that has been part of ILG Cup Season 3. We've been having online tournaments, offline tournaments, total prize pool of about 5 lakh INR. Free to register, free to play. You can check the link in the description to register for future tournaments. But what happened this week is they introduced spectator mode, which allows us to join in and try out, pretty much spectate the games, see how things go, even shoutcast. So I'm Shade Slayer. Welcome to the stream. We're gonna catch some of the action here. This is, of course, there are two kinds of lobbies. There is the silver esports lobby and the gold esports lobby. Silver esports lobby allows you to have basic settings, one spectator with basic spectator controls, while the gold slot allows you to basically have a lot more control over the game, have up to, I believe, 4 or 5 spectators with a lot of camera angle options to work with as well. And with that, let's jump straight into this game. We have Duga versus Aniel, I don't know what this is. Aniel, this is what we're going to go with. First ball, it's going to be smacked on the onside for a 6, and through the offside, through the gap, is going to get another boundary. So this is, of course, in the matchmaking system, there are a lot of stats that you can work with, that you can boost on the batsman, bowler, fielder, but for an esports tournament, we basically play default settings only. So in terms of the players, there's absolutely no difference in the players that are being fielded by both these individual players. So Aniel, this is of course a semi-final. Winner walks away with 300 INR every single hour. So you have 2 hours of tournaments every day, 3 to 4 and then 4 to 5. This is the first one today. And Aniel, 3 balls, 6 runs, and that looks plumb. He's gone. Trying to hit across and completely whiffs. They're going to call for the third umpire here. The DRM, that is. Looks like, yep, he's clean. The only thing that you got to look out for is if the ball pitched outside. Nope. It just about pitches on line with the leg stump, and the decision is going to hold from earlier, and he's going to have to walk. It says a 2-over game. So for viewers who are tuning in, not only is it that you're pretty much end up losing one of your batsmen, which doesn't really matter as much, but more importantly, it's a dot ball that the opponent hasn't really gotten much to do with. So every single dot ball is just worth in gold in this matchup. It's going to go for a wide ball as players up on the offside for that loft. If he did go for it, we did have one person a deep point all the way back and a third man as well, if he does decide to hit it a little more finer. But weird shot selection there from Aniel. He's going to miss out the second time. He's going to make no mistake. That's beautifully placed on top of the infield, and another boundary coming through. First over 20 runs, that is usually the scenario that you look at. You want to have 20 to 25 runs every over. He's going to go for a tight second run, but the dive there at the end is going to ensure he does in fact make it. Throw could have been maybe a little better, but 22 runs on the board. And this time around, there is a fielder on the outer ring, and it's going to come back probably just for a 2. If you do manage to clear the infield, chances are that you're going to be able to make 2 runs comfortably, even if the fielders do have max boost in your public games. In esports mode, of course, when you're playing default settings, you're almost certainly going to be able to make it. Another 2 runs added to that scorecard. He's unable to find those boundaries that he was pretty easily getting the first time around in the first over. So that's pretty much resulted in only 6 runs of the first 3 balls. It is, of course, Dugar who's doing the batting. Anil's on the fielding side. So I do remember catching a couple of games of Dugar from earlier this week as well. This man's an absolute monster. Looks like he's going to be able to clear the field there for a 6. So the first 3 balls, the deficit has already been compensated for, and he's going to look to go for more this time. Timing's not going to be that great. He's going to find himself another couple. 34 with 1 ball to go, and Anil's going to have his work cut out when he does eventually chase this. Anything around the 40 run mark is pretty hard to get, especially in default settings. But I do know for a fact there are also players who can easily cross the 40 to 50 mark every single time. So Dugar has got a good total on the board. Anil's gonna have to hit some nasty shots. So there's very little room for error. Sounds good and looks crazy. Thank you so much for tuning in, Monish. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Left arm over the wicket. Pace coming in. Field setting looks like he's going to move everyone onto the inner ring on the offside, and everyone's pretty much at the boundary on the offside. This pretty much means you want to go for bouncers pretty much on the leg, and that's exactly what he's going to do. But the fielders there are in position for exactly this, but he's going to mistime the dive there at the end. And Anil, despite what looked like was eventually just straight up going to go to the fielder there. He's not only going to evade the catch, but also find himself 4 runs. But that's a risky shot to hit, since the field setting is there for exactly that shot. He's going to attempt it regardless, trying to pierce the gap there. He's going to be able to do that the second time around. I think it crossed. Oh, no. It's just a 4. Look for a moment that it might have just cleared the rope there, but looks like it's going to be only the 4. He's going to attempt the same ball again, though, Dugar. And this time, though, he's going to make some room to hit it on the onside. There is absolutely no one except a long off on the onside outside. They have a deep point as well, but everything around past cover is completely empty. So as long as he can clear the inner ring with those loft shots, he's going to be able to do this time and again. Makes room again, but this time decides to go on the onside straight to the fielder. Is probably only going to find the 1. It was very well timed, so did get to the fielder very quickly, preventing him from going for that second. And this time around, it's straight to the fielder at mid-on. That wasn't timed well. He did get the loft, but the timing was way off. Couldn't clear the mid-on. And that's going to be the first wicket down. All right, 14 for 1. 5 balls in. He's ideally going to have to find himself at least a boundary here to give himself a fighting chance moving into the next over. Else 23 runs required is going to be very hard. Makes himself room on the onside, but he's going to smack it all the way above. There is a fielder outside, but it's safely cleared him for a 6. That was absolute best case scenario. Way more exciting than the India-Bangladesh Test Series. Yeah. I mean, India is dominating right there. What was it? It was 9 down the last time I caught the scorecard. So I think India has pretty much got that secured. While Aniel is attempting the impossible here. Ooh, the bouncer. That's wide. This is the problem when you do go for a strat like this, which is very prominently used in WCC rivals, is the fact that most of the time, if you're not going for a hard swing, it's going to end up being a wide. He's going to do the same. He's going to walk way past. The ball is outside the leg stump, and it's going to be given a wide every single time. So we're going to have Dugar make the adjustment. There's 2 wides now, 2 free runs given away, 15 runs of 6 balls. Can Aniel do this? He's going to attempt the same thing again. He makes room. Where's he going to go? He's going to go on the offside again. Fully open area. Dugar needs to change up his fielding here. This is not working out. He needs something better. He needs to probably have fielders out on the boundary on the offside as well, especially to prevent that shot over cover. This time, the swing, it's gonna penetrate that small gap there. Oy, oy, oy. Deep mid wicket does absolutely nothing, and looks like Aniel is gonna be able to successfully chase this down. He's getting the work done. Goes for a weird shot there. That pretty much had another drive written all over it on the offside, but decides to try and nick it through the onside instead. You can see Dugar is already double guessing himself. That's hit very fine, and that might make its way all the way to the boundary. No dive coming through. 34 on the board, 3 more runs to go. Yorkers in this game are actually pretty easy to hit. So, which is why you gotta have the entire funda of being successful at WCC rivals is to mix it up. You always want to keep the batsmen guessing, because finding 2s is actually pretty easy in the game if you don't want to take those extravagant shots. So you're always gonna have to keep the batsmen guessing. You're gonna have to throw in short balls, you're gonna have to throw in Yorkers, you're gonna have to throw in some in-swingers, out-swingers, the slow balls. The slow ball, I believe, is one of the strongest weapons in your arsenal, and there you go. Aniel's gonna clean things up. 1 ball to spare. Is gonna win it by 9 wickets. A beautiful run chase coming in. Says players are facing issues, but that was pretty much rage quit right there from Dugar. Menu quit, switch off the phone. I've had enough. And with that, Aniel's gonna take the win. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a quick break. We will be back in about a couple of minutes' time with the grand finals. See you folks then.
just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
Welcome back, everybody. This is finals time for online tournament number 237 for WCC Rivals, part of ILG Cup Season 3. Winner walks away with 300 INR. Toss is gonna go to cricket zone, and he's gonna bat first. Aniel last time around also did chase versus I believe that was Dugar. No, if you've registered for that, you will get a confirmation about it on Sunday, since the tournaments start from Monday. So do wait till then. You can reach out to the admins on the Discord channel for any queries that you have over there. Not to worry, they will get that sorted for you. All right, let's jump into this match right here. Aniel, I'm impressed with what I saw of him in the semi-finals. It's gonna be a very tight one. I see. I think it was close to 10,000 trophies on one, while the other was supreme. I think about 12 to 13,000. So it's gonna be a pretty tight match between the two. Aniel's shown us that he is pretty good at chasing 35, 40 run targets in these 2 overs. So it is a 2-over match. Cricket zone. Batting first. Aniel's actually taking his time because I think left arm over the wicket. We kind of saw the drawbacks of trying to bowl short and have fielders on the boundary on the onside. It is in fact a strategy that I've also used previously in my matches. It's a pretty hit and go miss. As long as you don't know how to deal with it, you're going to be good. But if your opponent knows exactly how to handle that, it's always going to be a problem. The field setting looks like he's going to go for a heavy mid-off cover area, while point is left open. The fielder, a lot of fielders on the boundary at the back, preventing shots behind the stumps. This is going to give a very late second run. It's going to be close, but the dive across and the throw not coming in on time. It is, of course, default fielders, so when the ball does go towards the boundary, it will definitely take some time. You should be able to get a second run in most scenarios. This time around, it's going to push it straight to fine leg. Going to get the quick 2. 4 runs of the first 2 balls. Not the best of starts, but he's at least got the strike rotating, and he's going to be faced with a short ball outside the off stump. And he's going to try and swing it across the line, but it makes its way only towards a fine leg. And that should be another couple added to the scorecard. Surprised that he did not go on the offside. Yes, there is a fielder right there for that exact shot, but if he could play it a little more square, he would have been able to pick up a boundary for that. Samaran is going to walk his way across, and that's wonderfully timed. Straight out into the stands. And it's 12 runs of 4 balls. Typically, you want to get around 20 every single over. So he's pretty much on track for that. And this time around, another loft, and it's in the gap. Long on's got absolutely no chance of catching that. And cricket zone has pretty much recovered back here into this first over. He's going to keep his eyes set on something on the lines of 40. But if he keeps hitting shots like that, he might even have a chance of making it to 50 there. He's going to close out the over with a lot of runs at the end. I think it was 2-2-2, and then it was 6-4 and 6, if I'm not mistaken. So Aniel, let's see if he's going to mix things up with the fielding. Looks like it's not going to be the case. It is, of course, a spectator mode that has just now been added into the game. So let's go ahead and resync. We might have gotten DC'd there. But yeah, it is a brand new mode. It just came out this week. So do apologize if there are any issues as this. The developers and us are working together to try and have the spectator mode pretty much up and running flawlessly. Fingers crossed, hopefully we can reconnect back into this. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back in about a couple of minutes. So see you folks then.
want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush, and now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
of sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's
know.
all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
sorry about that. There's some few spectator bugs that the publisher's trying to get fixed. We're gonna jump into the next semi-final. Guess what? It's a repeat of the previous grand final that we just had. It's Aniel versus Cricket Zone. All right, this time around, we will have Aniel bowling first. Cricket Zone, pretty much similar to the last time, is gonna open things up. Left-hand batsman, ball is gonna get smashed straight on the leg side. A small opening there in the outfield. He pierces the needle and finds himself a boundary in the opening ball. You did see Cricket Zone start off slow the last time around. This time seems like he's learnt the tricks of the trade. He's finding the gaps in the outfield. Twice now on the leg side. And a slight change in the field setting. Short ball on the off, but there is a fielder position for that exact same shot. There was a full-fledged, perfectly timed loft that more often than not carries to the fielder on the boundary on the offside. So looks like he's gonna keep attempting this exact same delivery, the one that swings outside, but that is pitched way too full. Pretty much in the hitting zone, perfectly timed into the stands. 16 of 4, and Cricket Zone this time off to a flying start. He's going to go short on the offside. Let's see if he tries to pierce that. He does, and there's a fielder right there. The catch is taken. The trap was laid a couple of deliveries earlier. And Cricket Zone eventually takes the bait, goes for that shot. That needs to be pretty much a decimal perfect timing if you are to clear the fielder on the ropes there. Else, like I said, most of the times it's just going to straight up carry to him. Craig is going to attempt the same with the right hand batsman as well. Is he going to try the same again? Nope. He's going to hit it a lot more square. Straight through the covers for 4. It was hit a bit on the up, but no fielders close by, and it's a pretty safe risk to take. Alright, we're gonna have a slight change in the field setting. We have point, we have cover, and the swing across on the onside is a risky shot considering there was a fielder there, but that was the instance that I was talking about. If you get the timing absolutely perfect, at the end of the day, it does not matter if there's a fielder on the boundary there to try and take that catch. He's going to clear it 10 out of 10 if he can time it absolutely perfectly. It's like he's going to try and force him to hit another shot. This time he's just going to go for the drive instead, pick up a couple. There's no need to risk too much here for Cricket Zone. even if there's a slight element of doubt, instead of attempting the shot and then eventually walking away with a dot ball, he can always take the safer option out and take twos. But this time again finds the fielder on the offside. It wasn't a short ball, but he went for the loft regardless and picked that one fielder who was on the boundary rope. Aniel making a strong case for himself. (28 for 2, 1.33 more balls to go. And Cricket Zone's going to be eyeing at least 3 boundaries of the next 3 balls. Set a target of 41. He's going to come up and it's a loft through the offside. He's going to clear the fielder. Was pretty fine on that offside boundary. So 4 more added to the scorecard. 2 more balls remaining. And that's a dot ball, a nice in-swinger. Pretty much follows the batsman as he tries to make room on the offside. Gets into the pads, suffocates him for room, and now last ball of the innings and it's a wide. Unless he gets a lot of swing, the batsman's just going to move into position. There you go. He does swing it back in, and that's going to be hit straight to the fielder. 2 runs at best, and that is going to be 35 of the 2 overs for Cricket Zone. 36 needed, 18 runs per over for Aniel to move on to the grand finals of T3 238. For viewers who are tuning in, this is part of ILG Cup Season 3 WCC Rival online tournaments. We have 2 tournaments every day from Monday to Friday. 300 rupees for the winner. No registration fee. Free to register, free to play. The link is in the description. Do go ahead and check it out and register for this game. It's called WCC Rivals. It's a esports ready free mobile cricket game which you can find on the Play Store. Yeah, ball comes in and a beautiful in-swinger hits him in the stomach. Short in-swingers are obnoxiously hard to hit in WCC Rivals. This time around he will make some space on the offside, and he's just going to get that slight nudge, a very fine shot towards fine leg. Despite the fine leg being there, he's unable to reach it, and that's going to be 4 on the board for Aniel. 2 balls in. Let's see what's the approach here from Cricket Zone. Absolutely nothing. He's just going to get smacked. It was pretty much in the hitting zone there for Aniel. Not really sure what the plan there was. Yes, there is a fielder for that exact same shot. It was the strategy, in fact, used by Aniel the last time around. So he knows exactly how that works. Same delivery again. Same shot, different result. It's going to carry to the fielder on the on the boundary. Holy moly. Same ball, absolute same thing, but Aniel got away with it the first time. Second time is not going to be as lucky. Cricket Zone. 4 balls in. Aniel sitting at 10 for 1. And it's a shot towards fine leg, picked up, and a couple added to the score. But Aniel needs the big ones. 1s and 2s are just not going to cut it anymore. He needs 24 of 7 balls to win. And he's gonna have to start getting in some boundaries. Maybe a couple of sixes as well. It's a nice ball. It's in the zone and he's gonna be able to clear the ground right there. Straight into the stands. It's pretty standard in swinger there. Waist height. Batsman didn't really have to move much either. Perfectly timed, and I think with that he's safely dealt up with that run rate, which was increasing. Now it's pretty much where we started, 18 runs and over. He's got the 18 on the board the first over. The second time around, what a shot is that! Goes for the shot straight to fine leg. .1 this time. He's gonna go straight on the onside. Players a little too square there to be able to catch that, and now it is just 10 runs of 4 balls. It's a beautiful shot. A pretty weird shot. Oh, the run out. He's gonna go for 2. What? Why would you do that? And a wide ball, and that's gonna go 4 wides. Oh my lord. That was pretty bad. Alright, next ball. It's to the fielder in the inside ring. Only the one is gonna go 2. He's pretty much gone suicidal by the looks of things. 4 runs last ball. I think the UI might have bugged out on us yet again, but alright. He's not going to be able to clear the boundary. The fielder's inside. Ball comes back in. Only the single, and that, I believe, is a victory going to Aniel. Wait, Aniel was chasing that. So, not really sure. I think the UI might have bugged out, especially when we did have the wide 4 go by. But, yep, that's going to be Aniel moving on to the grand finals. We'll take a quick break. We will be back shortly with the finals itself, so don't go anywhere.
When you walk in the room, it's still, and you can't see nobody else. I'm not the only one who feels the switch inside my body change. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right, so I don't wanna make you rush. And now and then can't help but wish this life was just the two of us. Oh, I just want you to myself. 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 You called to say that you will make it over to my place tonight. The office got you working late, and when you're off, you'll be too tired. I don't wanna make a scene. You're just so good at what you do. It's selfish of me to think that I'm the only dream for you. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself.
sunshine and not a lot of rain. A whole lot of happy and not a single tear on my face. Pockets overflowing with what I need today. Doesn't mean that it's easy, and it isn't always great, but it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Picture isn't perfect, the road ain't always straight. It gets a little crazy, and you know sometimes we need a break. But it's better than it could be. It should be. Taking what we're given, we can't complain, 'cause it's all good. It's all good. Life is going like it should. It's all good. It's all good. When you know where to look, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, sometimes it's gonna rain, but I can't complain. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a perfect picture, mister. You know that's true. But it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do.
Good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all good.
Life is going like it should.
Life is going. Life is going
Yeah,
like it
it's
should.
all good. It's all good. When you know where to look,
Gotta know, gotta know, gotta
it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Good. It's all good. Life is going like it should.
Life is going like it
It's
should.
all good.
First over, and he's gonna be able to cut the ball down to the fielder on the boundary there. Gets himself a quick 2, and that's gonna be 18 on the board The last time around, we did have a couple of bugs at the end because of which we decided to just replay the game itself. So Cricket Zone is going to be batting first again. This man's very lucky when it comes to the toss by the looks of things. In swinger, and is going to beat him. Tight against the body. Absolutely no room to swing those arms, and it goes straight to the keeper. Valuable dot ball for Aniel. And this time it's going to be an outswinger. It's a hit across, straight to the fielder on the onside boundary. Back for a quick 2, and that's safely made in about 20 of 1.2. That's something Aniel is going to be very happy with. He's on course to restricting Cricket Zone to about 35, which he's okay with. As I say that, he's going to clear the boundary. Wide ball outside the off stump. I'm begging for Cricket Zone to have a crack at it, and he's gonna not disappoint, send it back to the stands. He's gonna make himself a lot of room, and he goes for the same shot yet again. There is a field on the boundary, but he clears him pretty easily, and it's back again for another 6. And all of a sudden now 1.4 overs in, 32 runs doesn't seem all that bad, but it is still Aniel's game to lose. Another ball in the zone, and that's gonna pierce the gap on the boundary. Another 4 to be had, and 36 runs. Close to 16 runs in the last 3 balls alone. I think Cricket Zone has made a decent recovery. He needs one more big hit here. He's going to try and cut that gap across. Not going to be able to do so. Quick 2, and it's going to be 38 of 2 overs. 39 to win for Aniel here. Goes for the swing across, but it's a short one, and the ball across just about manages to sneak a couple there. But Aniel, this is what I've known of Aniel from what I've seen in the last 3 games. Barely wastes any balls. He's coming with the purpose. He sees the deliveries and he knows exactly what to do. A beautiful chop straight into the stands to the third man for a 6. This time, it's a outswinger, and he's going to make a lot of room. In fact, end up completely whiffing. Going to come back for 2, 10 for 0 or 4 balls. An in swinger, and that's going to be cracked up. There's a fielder there, though. It's straight to him. This is a field setting that we've seen now, I think, being used in all 3 games. And there's pretty much been the story. You have an in-swinging ball pretty much at your body, and one of the only shots to go for, it's not very short per se in the fact that it is shoulder length. It comes towards the chest area, and if you try and cut it above point, there's the fielder waiting there exactly for that play, and you're gonna be able to clear the boundary once, maybe twice, but eventually you're gonna not have that flawless timing, at which point of time it's gonna carry to the fielder. That's not out. Ball moving back in, and he's going to try and attempt pushing that back towards the fine leg. A quick single. Actually, going to be able to make it back for 2. So 16 for 1 of 1.2. He's going to swing all the way towards mid-wicket, and it's gone for a 6. The timing couldn't have been any better there, and Aniel. It was getting very tight there. He had to go for the big ones, and he's going to find the first. He's not out of the chopping blocks yet. 17 runs of 3 balls. He still needs the big ones. He needs 3 sixes. He's going to go for the second, but it's straight to the fielder, and that is it. Cricket Zone has pretty much choked Aniel into going for those risky shots at the end, and that is gonna be Cricket Zone's ticket into the finals later today. Ball's back across, and it's going to be hit all the way back down towards fine leg. Down for a 1 only, and this is it. Game, set and match. Cricket Zone put up a decent target. Pretty much came down to some antiques at the last 3 balls of that first over, where he manages to pretty much get 16 runs of the last 3 balls. And Aniel had a small window there. Didn't really get off to the best starts, but he pretty much had to go guns blazing. Finds himself a 6, but 17 of the last 3 just became a little too much, and Cricket Zone will move on to the finals of ILG Cup Season 3 WCC Rivals Online Tournament number 238. We'll take a quick break. We will be back shortly with the grand finals, so don't go anywhere.
want you to myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are, but now our dinner plans run late, and I know your mother raised you right.
All right, it's finals time. This time around, we have a switcheroo. We have Dugar going up against Cricket Zone. At the all-important toss, we've seen pretty much Cricket Zone batting first every single match that he's played today. Dugar is going to change that up this time around. Dugar is going to take batting first this time, and let's see, with that change in pace, we've seen close to 30-35 being put up on the board time and again by Cricket Zone. Let's see if it's gonna be the case here again. Left-handed bowler to a left-handed batsman over the wicket. Fielders at the boundary on the onside is going to suggest that that's where he wants to make room and go for it. First shot straight to the fine leg. Picks up a couple. It's going to be close though. He comes in late. Is it tight and go? Nah, he gets the dive in. That was very close indeed. But he does manage to make it in. First runs on the board for Dugar. An in-swinger. Room on the onside, but there is a fielder who's not going to be able to get that. That fielder was there for that exact same shot, but unfortunately couldn't get to the ball, and that's going to be a boundary. Going to Dugar, 6 now of 2. Decent start. He needs to keep this momentum going, and having fielders all on the outside on the leg side is pretty tricky, and he's just going to get a 6 towards the third man boundary. Short, lot of room. You're going to bowl a lot more towards the body and force Dugar to hit on the onside. If you're giving him room, the field placement isn't really set for that kind of play. He's going to do that again, and it's going to give a wide opportunity on the offside there. Again, clears the player on the infield towards third man for another boundary. 16 of 4. And there we go. We see the switch up on the ball coming in. But it's pretty much going to meet the same end result. Short and put away. A lot of room made towards the offside. In fact, he walks all the way towards the off stump and manages to get it to the outfield for a couple. There was a fielder up at fine leg who was able to cut it before it reaches the boundary. (22) of the first over. 20 is sort of the medium to best case scenario that we usually look at, but the timing on that, straight down the ground, the fielder there is just going to stand and watch it fly past into the stands. It's a biggie, and Cricket Zone is going to be forced into a field change, and he's now set up for short balls. expect a lot of short balls to be coming through, but Cricket Zone has shown us that he is used to playing short balls like this. He's going to try and time this through, but straight to the fielder. Only going to pick up the single by the looks of things. Yep, it is. 29. 4 more balls to go. We know the intent now from Cricket Zone is to be put it short and see how Dugar is going to address this. He's going to go for the big one, but straight to the fielder. That's not the solution. You cannot buy the bait and rely on just being able to time and place that over the fieldman into the 6. Into the stands for a 6 rather. So Cricket Zone at least winning the mind game that time around. Let's see if he can keep this up or if Dugar's got a solution to this. This is definitely going to be another short one coming away. A short one on the onside, an in-swinger. Cannot play this fine by the looks of things. He's going to try and strike it on the onside instead. Goes for the pull. Gets himself decent room and makes it above the fielder in the inner ring. Finds a boundary. 2 more balls. 40 is probably the number Dugar has in his mind. 2 4s from this point on. Let's see if he's going to be able to achieve that. First one, absolutely mistimed. Will at best be 2. $35 of 1.5. Cricket Zone shouldn't be too alarmed at this total. It is something that he's been getting on the board every time and again, but that's hit super fine. Fine legs got no chance of cutting that out, and 39 on the board for Dugar. It's a challenging total indeed, and Cricket Zone is not going to have too much room for error. He's going to have to make every single ball count. All right, this time again, we're going to go with the standard field set that teams usually start with. The 1 man, the 2 men on the boundary rope on the offside is going to attempt trying to clear him, and that's a biggie. It's hit square, it's hit flat, and it's gone into the stands for a 6. Cricket Zone after the best possible start here in his run chase, his pursuit of 40 runs. He needs to take the pressure off his shoulders here. He needs to get a couple of big ones in right off the get-go. And that's going to allow him to ease in as well. This time around, again, he's able to get it a lot more squarer than what Dugar wants. This fielder is fine. And even if that was a few feet finer, that would have carried straight to the fieldsman, but instead it is 10 of 2 and makes his way all the way towards the offside and tries to still hit it on the offside. Kind of a mistake there from Cricket Zone, and that's going to give them a valuable dot ball. Second time around, a flat 6 straight up. It's in the zone. You're going to have to vary up your length. He's pretty much been bowling almost the same length for 3 balls now, and all of them have gotten punished. 16 of 4. Cricket Zone is on his way pretty comfortably. He's going to go for another biggie. This time It is hit very fine. Would have carried to the fielder, but the timing is just immaculate. It's going to make its way towards the ropes for a 6. And this time the onside. Pick your side, pick your ball, and pick the stand you want to smash it into. Cricket zone, just like that, turned up the heat in Dugar. Finds himself in a lot of trouble. Hey technical editing gamer, welcome to the stream. It's gonna come down the track, it's a whiff, but the keeper can't catch it. It's gonna go be 4 byes. That was an awesome delivery there from Dugar, but he decides to chase the batsman as he makes room on the onside to try and hit it off, and the keeper just couldn't get to it. That's gonna be heartbreak, and that's a wide. Dugar seems to have lost the plot here, and cricket zone, 7 runs off 5 balls. This is it. It's gonna be a doozy there. He's gonna just hit it down. He knows he's not gonna have to take any sort of risk. He's just gonna keep pushing it on the onside for a couple time and again. He's got this. It's just 5 or 4 required. Dugar is gonna have to ball on the onside. He's gonna have to force cricket zone to go for those lofts. Else he's just gonna play it safe and tap it around for 1s and 2s and win this very safely. I don't understand why Dugar hasn't really changed that field setting yet. He's gonna have to bring those fielders in on the onside. He's gonna have to force cricket zone to go for those lofts, else go for the drives and find the openings in the infield. But with these deliveries, it is pretty much done. Cricket zone is gonna get 2 more on the scorecard, and with that it is scores tied, 1 required of 2. Cricket zone, 1 run away from being crowned champion here today of the online tournament. The ball's across and he finds the gap, knocks it down to third man for a single, and he will walk away the champion and take home 300 rupees. Congratulations to Cricket Zone. Big props to Dugar as well for coming in second. It was a close fight, but at the end there, Cricket Zone just started clearing the boundary rope time and again. Huge 6s coming through in the nick of time, and at the end there he didn't even have to take risks, pretty much knocking the ball around the park for 1s and 2s, and he's going to comfortably take the victory. Big shout out to all the sponsors of ILG Cup for making this happen. Shout out to Next Wave Multimedia as well for this wonderful game that is WCC Rivals. It is available on Play Store, free to download. Go ahead, try out this amazing game. It's an esports ready mobile cricket game. There's a lot of free tournaments for you to participate in as well as part of ILG Cup. The link is in the description. ilg.lxgtv.com. You can register for online tournaments as well as offline tournaments with a total of 5 lakh INR to be won. This is Shadeslayer signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed this first cricket stream. Don't forget to leave some feedback as well on chat, and we will definitely look at it and look at ways that we can improve the experience for you guys as well. We will see you folks very soon. Until then, goodbye, good night, keep gaming.
myself. Oh, I just want you to myself. When we go out, we don't get far, 'cause everybody knows your name. They stop to ask you how you are.